What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thrifty back with Thrifty PS Gamer Reviews. Back after the holiday break, playing some games. Wanted to bring you my first thoughts on Marvel Rivals. I played about 4 or 5 hours in the game, tested out a few of the characters, already kind of picked who my main is, and actually I have like 3 mains, but we're going to get into that because the game doesn't really lock you into one certain thing. Like, it just doesn't. Like, it really helps cater to your playstyle, even within the different class types. It lets you kind of play to your playstyle. So that's really cool. But let's get into it, guys. Marvel Rivals is a game that just released. It's free to play. It's on the PS5, Xbox, and Steam. It's everywhere. And it is doing numbers. We just got I joined the Discord for it, and this morning at 7:38 we had a notification that it just hit 400,000, and then at 8:03, just a few minutes later, it hit 500,000 in the Discord. So that's fantastic. Those type of numbers are showing that it hit 500K that fast is amazing. So what is it doing well? So let me just burst this right now. I've never played Overwatch. So people who are saying it's an Overwatch clone, I have no idea what you mean. I just don't. I've never been an Overwatch fan. I never played Anthem. I've stayed away from multiplayer titles most of my gaming life. But this one had Marvel characters. Funny enough, the last multiplayer title that I really enjoyed had Marvel characters, called Marvel Heroes Omega. It's a fantastic game. Got shut down because of, well, things. But anyways, this is about Marvel Rivals. What are some things that I like that the game does? I really like that the game, like I said, doesn't lock you into one character. So you have over 30 characters to choose from. There's 3 different classes. Essentially, tank, DPS, and heals, or support. And those 3 classes, there are a ton of DPS, of duelists, I think is what they're called in the game. You have tons of those options. And then the other 2 are kind of filled out with some of your beefier characters. Like, they didn't make Captain America DPS, they made him a tank. And with that, you can use his shield to block a ton of damage, and his special abilities do pack a really good wallop when he throws his shield and things like that. So even though you are a tank, or you're a healer or support, you're not locked into, like, not getting any of the combat action. You know, I remember when I used to play WoW, back when Mr. Pandaria was around, and I played a Panda Monk tank. And it was really fun. But I also was kind of locked in. Like, I didn't get a lot of kills. I didn't get to be the one to have some of the fun and have some of the glory of getting those kills, and like in Marvel Rivals, watching somebody's character get yeeted across the screen. Like, so that always was kind of like, meh, okay, it's fun, but whatever. Where with this, like, even if you're a healer, you can do a lot of damage. I was playing with one of the guys from our community, Ace, last night, and he was a healer, and he absolutely had the most kills, like I think in 2 of the matches that we did. And so even though you pick a certain type, you're not quite locked into just sitting back and playing defense. You will have the opportunity to have a big part of the offense as well. One of the other things I like that it does really well in not locking you into a certain character or a certain style is that when you pick your character, like let's say you like sniper builds, they have sniper characters. And they have ranged characters. They have ranged characters within every one of the 3 classes. And so they have that. They have melee. They have some that are a combination of both, like a Black Widow. Like, Black Widow's a DPS character, but you can play her ranged or melee. And as a matter of fact, you're kind of encouraged to do both. So even if you're like, hey, I really want to play melee, which is what I gravitate towards, but you're like, oh man, these ranged characters are going to end up getting the drop on me, that's not necessarily the case because of how they've balanced the game. And speaking of balance, let's talk about playing this game with a balanced team. Because one of the things you're really going to want to do is to make sure that you have a healer and a tank, and at least, one of those 2. Or, I'm sorry, at least one of each of those. The best setup is definitely 2, 2, and 2. 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 heals. The reason why is because with that combo, the healer can keep your tanks full up and full on health. The tanks can protect your DPS while the DPS are dealing a ton of damage. And then you as a tank are sitting there, or me as a tank, I'm sitting there when I'm waiting for stuff to cool down or whatnot. I'm adding support by taking out things or using my offensive abilities. The game really does give you a lot of flexibility with the characters. And I think that's what I like the most about it. I know I've mentioned it quite a bit already in the video, because it really is, it's rewarding to try different characters, and each character can be adapted, or almost each character can be adapted to a certain playstyle. And so you really have a wide range of options. Now, with a big, huge range of options, one of the things I don't like is it doesn't seem like there's a lot of growth within the characters. And by that I mean, the skills you have now are the skills you're going to have in a week. They're the skills you're going to have in a couple weeks. And so essentially you have 33 different build-outs that you can play as right now. There's not an infinite number of combinations. There's not anything like that. You have a certain number of build-outs, and that's what you can do. At least what I've seen. I haven't seen where I've been able to earn or upgrade any of my skills or anything like that. So that is one thing where they've given us this great system, but within that system there's no way to upgrade, there's no way to do anything like that. Once again, I do not play games like this, so I don't know if that's just indicative of the genre or if that's something that other games do that this one just chose not to. At the same time, starting you out with 33 different possible builds and different playstyles to choose from, guys, there's literally something for everyone here. Another thing, they respected the Marvel IP. It looks good, it looks flashy, the characters are powerful. There has not been a single character yet that I have tried that I've been like, oh, this character sucks. Let me rephrase that. There was one, but then I played against that character, and I kept getting one-shotted by her, and it sucked. So, she didn't suck. It was Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch doesn't suck. I suck at using Scarlet Witch. Total difference. It's because I'm a big, huge meat shield, and I want to play as Thor, or Captain America, or Wolverine. I am melee all day long. But this game allows me that freedom. And I named off 3 characters within the melee classes that are fun to play as, that I kind of swap back and forth between. Maybe you're a flyer. Maybe you want to be Iron Man. Maybe being the guy that throws projectiles is you. Then they give you things like Punisher. They give you a hybrid in Black Widow. They give you Iron Man. They give you so many. Maybe you want to be just a one-hit, one-punch, one-kill guy. You can do that with Iron Fist. There are so many options in this game for every playstyle. Now, the big question, right? Does it have survivability? Does it have the ability to last? I think if they keep providing new content, new maps, keep everything fresh, they have a wealth of stuff in Marvel's IP to pull from. There's so many characters that you can bring in, even little side characters like Wolverine. There's side characters you can bring in with that. X-Force, Deadpool. Just with that, you have 10 more characters that you could bring in. So, yeah, I do think the game has staying power. I also think that with the quality of level design and the fact that there's not ever been a cheaty moment in a level, there's not really a camping spot. There's not really a good spot for you just to sit down and never be snuck up on. And I really like that, because it gives somebody like me the ability to go, okay, that dude's up there, he's been killing me 3 times, or he's taking out my team. I can respawn, go around, probably sneak up on him, hit him with Cap's shield, and kill him. You're able to strategize in the moment, and it's rudimentary, for sure, but that level of ease makes the game so enjoyable to somebody like me who doesn't normally play these titles. And so, anyways, guys, that's my thoughts. Those are my first thoughts, just raw from the morning this morning. And I just wanted to let y'all know what I thought about it. And as a thrifty channel, free is amazing. And so, try the game out. It's available everywhere. Try it out. See if you like it. Hop on. Find me. My PlayStation Network tag is thrifty PS_GR. Add me. We can play some. I plan on opening it up for the community to join in and have a great time with it. Anyways, guys, y'all have a wonderful day. And as always, stay thrifty.